Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another live stream as I do a match reaction to our game today, of course, as we do beat Harrogate Town by 3-2. What an epic game and a really exciting game. And look, I was really impressed with how we played today. I thought it was really good again. You know, the tempo, you know, the forward-thinking approach, just everything that is happening right now is exciting me the more I see of the side, because I can see what Michael Duff's trying to implement. I can see the way he wants to play, and he's really instilled the confidence in these players. He really has. It's like, you know, some of the players that we saw last season, of course, I know there's a few new lads that have come in as well, but some of the lads that we've seen last season, they look completely different players, and that's full credit to Duff. The short space of time he's been here, and he really has made his mark already, I think. And yeah, we're going to get into the game though, but I thought it was another impressive display today. I really do. And I think the scoreline shows I think the scoreline doesn't reflect how dominant we were in this game, in my opinion. I think, you know, we certainly deserved to win by more than one goal, and we would have done had it not been for a few misjudgments in terms of defending. We will get into it though. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, on this game, because obviously I was watching it, and I just feel entertained. It's just so amazing to watch us play and be entertained. Because we have been put through some rubbish, haven't we, in the last, you know, year, two, however long you want to go back to go and see it. But I think, I'm really loving what I'm seeing so far. But yeah, let me know your comments, guys, in the chat. We are live across on YouTube and X. I was going to say Facebook then. But yeah, we're live on those platforms. Do make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Like I say, I've just been overwhelmed with the support that I've got lately, guys. Honestly, you know, the subscribers kind of felt stuck like a few weeks ago, but now we seem to be slowly building, which is just lovely, really. I really appreciate everybody that's tuning in and supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Well, let's say a few of those before we get into the game itself then. Ian says, hi mate, are you okay? Yeah, I mean, not so bad. Hope you're well too. Thank you for dropping in. And yeah, no, I'm good. I've really enjoyed the game this afternoon as well. So, no, that's putting me in a good mood, definitely. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Yeah, big up to you, and I appreciate that. Always here, no matter whether you are busy, whether you are, you know, you always make sure you come in for a little bit, if not for the full duration usually. It's some positive to say from this match, but also I thought there was some negative as well. 2 goals we conceded, we should have done better. And Balk injured again. I mean, yeah, look, we're going to get into it, don't you worry, but I think we kind of share the same thoughts here. But yeah, but thank you for that, for your little summary there. But yeah, I do agree with you, absolutely. Was it 3-2 who scored? Wayne, I am going through that in a moment. Yeah, we will go through the game as it happens and share my thoughts on it. So yeah, don't worry, we will cover that. Joshua's in. Evening, Ryan. Hope you've had a great day. Yeah, evening to you. Yeah, not been so bad, thanks. It's been chilling today, and yeah, obviously watched the game this afternoon and really enjoyed it. So. Ian says the passing is brilliant. I love that pass in the first half when Kane managed to find Son. What a pass that was. Hayden says, look, the passing, the tempo of the passing, guys, this is attacking football. This is front foot football. This, you know, we've been told in the past, you know, about previous manager, they like to play on the front foot, they like to play attacking. No, this is attacking football at its best. You know, the amount of time you just kept going forward and forward and forward all the time, and everybody wants the ball. You know, there's runners. You know, everyone's making runs to try and get everyone's making runs. You know, people are moving the ball quickly, and it's just. I just can't believe what I'm watching at the moment, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, it's really exciting. But yeah, let's get into the game then. So there were two lineups that we did have, obviously 45. We did have two separate lineups, one in the first half, one in the second. So let's have a look at the first half lineup, guys. So here is the first half lineup. For Lee Nichols in goal. So Lee Nichols got a run out in this game. Sorba Thomas as the wing back, Lloyd Kayina, Matty Pearson in the middle, Ollie Turton as well, Jonathan Hogg, Mikael Miller, first time we saw him, of course, Tom Iapenda starts, Danny Ward, Reece Healy and Herbie Kane. Now, before the match, obviously, it was said that Mikael Hellig did miss out entirely in the game as a precaution because he's got a dead leg apparently. So nothing serious, no muscle injury or anything, or ligament injury or anything serious like that. It was just a dead leg, so it's not serious. So it'll be fine for the next games, I'm sure. But yeah, so this was our lineup. Look, it was good to see Herbie Kane. Mikael Miller as well. It was good to see him. Like I say, haven't seen much of those players before, so it's good to obviously see them. It was good for Iapenda to get another start in the first half too. And so look, I think that was a good lineup. Like I say, it's just about getting those minutes in, isn't it? And really building up to the season now. This was our biggest test today. Okay, it was Harrogate's first pre-season game today, apparently, from what the commentators were saying. But no, it was a step up because obviously they are just in the league below us. So but we came through it very well, and with a few things that we obviously need to iron out, of course. But still, on the whole, very good. Watching Nicholas today, he's not my number one keeper this season. He was poor in the first half. Do you think? I mean. For me, I think with Nichols though as well, I don't think he did that badly in the first half, to be honest with you. And also, I've noticed that maybe he did spray a few loose passes a bit too, at times. But I think for me, the speed of the speed of how he gets the ball out now is a lot quicker, which is good because he used to always mess around into all the time, at the back and. But I thought that was quicker, but probably not his best performance then, but yeah. But yeah, let's get into the game, guys. So let me just change the banner for you. Right, here we are. So, obviously the action really did start quick. It was fast, it was frantic, and we did obviously get a goal. Obviously, Harrogate got the first goal. Now, it did come from a mistake. Obviously, Lloyd Kayina, one of our youngsters, slipped in the build-up. Obviously, that left quite a bit of a gap. And obviously, Harrogate pounced on the ball. And then, obviously, it was a nice through ball, to be fair, into Duke McKenna, who obviously cut inside and got his shot away, and it went in. So, it wasn't the best of starts, but we soon found our rhythm. I thought we reacted well to that, to going 1-0 behind, to be honest with you. It was a bit unfortunate from Aina. These things can happen. For some reason, they were watering the pitch, even though it was raining pre-match. So, obviously the pitch was very slippy. And, Aina went over and, obviously, he just left a gap in there and he was allowed to, get the ball through. So, it's one of those, really. Now, obviously, we did react well, like I say. I think, obviously, we did have a goal ruled out for offside. Obviously, Ward played a nice through ball into Healy. Obviously, put it away really nicely, but obviously it was offside, so it didn't count. But then it didn't take us long to get a goal that was actually allowed in the 8th minute, so about 6 minutes later, obviously. Mikael Miller, obviously taking the original corner, obviously gets a good ball, to be fair, obviously gets headed away. And Thomas obviously picks it up, plays it back to Miller. Great footwork by Miller, and obviously he cut inside the penalty area. He took a shot, he deflected, and I believe the last deflection it ricocheted off was Danny Ward. So Danny Ward was actually credited the goal. However, Miller did a lot. Did a lot. It was a big part to play in that goal. And no, it was a good piece of play. And yeah, there was a bit of fortune about it, but I think we really did react well to going 1-0 behind. The passing, it was crisp and everything. We were really dominant. And yeah, we didn't let it affect us, which is good. Obviously, then we went ahead in the 22nd minute. Turton obviously plays the ball over the top. Harrogate defender back to goal on the left-hand side. Danny Ward was pressing very well, and he forced him into a mistake. Tried to find the keeper by the looks of it, but he ended up going to Reece Healy, who wasn't missing from there, and he put it away in the penalty area. And he's not missing those chances, guys. He's a clinical striker, and he is going to be a big player for us. He's looking good as well. No injuries so far, which is good. Had a few run-outs, so I'm really happy with and hopefully he can just keep building on that fitness. Because like I say, he hasn't played much football in the last 12 months, as we know. So yeah, no, I'm really happy with Healy, and I just hope and pray that he can stay fit. But yeah, the build-up was nice, and yeah, I was really happy with it. Obviously, a few chances. Obviously, the passing was just so good in this game. To be fair, obviously, again, Miller causing problems down that left-hand side, putting some brilliant deliveries into the penalty area. It really was, and yeah, a few crosses in from that kind of aspect. Iapenda again in the action in the 35th minute. Obviously, crossed the beauty of the ball, by the way, and obviously Miller heads it onto the post, unfortunately, but it was a beauty of a cross, like I say, and he deserved to go in that header. It did look like it was going in. But then on the stroke of half-time, Harrogate do equalise. Now, it was a bit poor defensively, this goal, guys, and this is what I'm talking about in terms of, there's just a few things that need to be ironed out. There seemed to be a bit of complacency throughout the match. But no, obviously, a ball put him across from the left-hand side for Harrogate, and it was finished by a trialist for Harrogate. But it was just free. There were a few players that, the defenders were just seeming to be just watching the ball. And there were a few players that were ready to pounce in the penalty area from that ball in. Obviously, the trialist got on the end of it, and he scored it. And yeah, I thought that was quite poor defending, if I'm being honest with you. And yeah, but then obviously that was the last piece of action for the half. Obviously, Harrogate did play well, to be honest with you, but I think I was really impressed with us ultimately. I think that, the goals conceded, weren't ideal, but there's things to work on there. But I think overall, as I said, like I said, we were dominating the ball. The passing was crisp. The tempo, we know over the past 12 months, guys, how slow our players been, don't we? And I think the tempo is literally so much better, isn't it? It's so quick, it's so much quicker. And it's just so brilliant to watch. Everyone wants the ball. Even from throw-ins, people were just static last season. Nobody wanted it. And, there were always a few options on from those throw-ins as well. So, yeah, no, I thought we were outstanding in that first half. Yes, okay, we went in level. But that was only because of the two mistakes. Otherwise, we would have obviously had a comfortable lead going into the break. But, yeah, sometimes these things happen, and it's best getting out those mistakes in pre-season rather than, in the actual when the season gets underway, obviously, in just under a month's time, of course. Let's have a look at your comments. Aiden said Ward looked a bit better today. Yeah, he did. He did, to be honest with you. Now, a few players that I liked in that first half, guys. For me, I think Mikael Miller looked very good. Obviously, like I say, he got down that one very well. Defensively looked good. Composed on the ball as well. And found his passes very well. And yeah, like I say, getting down that wing, getting brilliant crosses in on numerous occasions for obviously the strikers, the attackers to get on the end of them. And I thought Tom Iapenda looked outstanding again, guys. Honestly, this kid, 19 years of age in that midfield for us, and I think, he looks a real talent, doesn't he? He looks superstar, and I think obviously we have to manage him well, and obviously we don't want to, push him to the deep end, but I think he's one that's going to be really knocking on the door for a first team start for me. And I'm not getting carried away, but I just mean from what I've seen, like I say, compose the ball, recovery, getting tackles in, finding a pass as well, which is good. Obviously, looking forward all the time, making runs as well, trying to cause problems going forward too. But yeah, no, I think he's got everything, and I thought Iapenda looked good. Obviously, Healy as well. I think Healy had looked good too, in my opinion. I think he did. I think he looked good in that first half too. Clinical, and like you say, Aiden, I think Danny Ward looked a bit better too. But like I said, I think from my perspective, I think he might be a good player to come off the bench, but I don't necessarily see him as a starter for this season, because I just think if you can get another striker in, okay, we have got a few options. We've got Radulovic. There is a few questions about him too at the moment, but he's doing quite well so far, to be fair to him. But I think we do need another striker. It's quite clear, isn't it? And yeah, Danny Ward, I think he'll be more of a substitute. If we can get another striker in, then I can't see him starting over the likes of Healy and, hopefully another quality striker that we can get in. But yeah, no. So that was a few players I picked out in that first half, really. Now, obviously the second half was a completely different 11, like I said. And we're going to have a look at the lineup for this one. So here we are. So Jacob Chapman in goal, obviously Sorensen, Headley. Ben Wiles was given the captain's armband, which shows that Duff has got a lot of trust in Ben Wiles, and I think he's doing really well, to be honest with you. We will get into it, but yeah, the fact that he's put him as captain shows that he seems to think that he's got a few leadership qualities in there too, which obviously we didn't see much of last season. But no, if Duff thinks that, then fair play. I thought he did a really good job, to be fair as well. First outing for Anthony Evans, our new signing. He looked really good. I'm telling you how I feel about these players before it's even going to the second half. So I'm just going to stick to the line. David Kasumu, Josh Ruffles, Josh Koroma, Keaton Harrott, Radinho Balka, and Neo Eccleston, another youngster, 20 years of age in the defence there. So yeah, that was the lineup for the second half. Now, so yeah, I mean, it didn't take us long. I think we started the second half very quickly. Again, every opportunity. In fact, every time we went forward, it looked like we were going to score. That's how good we were, And I think obviously it only took us a few minutes for a big chance. Obviously, the ball was pulled back from Headley on the left, plays it across to Koroma, who obviously strikes. He forced the keeper into a save, and then it falls to Sorensen from the rebound, and his shot saved again. Maybe he could have got that in, but no, I thought it was a good move, and we were on the front foot in that early in the second half. Every member of the team, even if it's a different 11, are doing all the same things and looking really, really good. So it's looking so. I'm really impressed. Honestly, I am. I keep saying it, but I am. Um, and then obviously we did make the breakthrough in the second half. Excellent work from Ben Wiles. He obviously lays it on the plate for Lasse Sorensen, who wasn't missing from there inside the box, and it was a good. It was a comfortable finish. But Ben Wiles could have easily have shot from there, but he was very unselfish, and he played the ball across and just said, "You know what, Sorensen, get yourself your first goal for the club, even if it is in pre-season." But yeah, no. So that was obviously the 55th minute, and we just kept probing. We probably could have got a couple more goals, so as we had a few good chances too, as the half went on. Mate, I've got a name you can put at the back of your shirt. I Pender. Well, I've got 2 shirts at the moment, so I just don't know. I just don't know who I want my shirts. Yeah, I'm deciding. I mean, I Pender is definitely a shout, to be honest with you, but I definitely want to get Healy on my shirt, on one of my shirts. I don't know if I am very indecisive, guys, when I come to who am I going to have on my shirt. So I don't know who I'm having on my shirt yet, but yeah, I Pender is definitely a name that I might be able to that I may choose. But yeah, going on to the game, obviously there were a substitution made. Obviously, Bojan came off for Keane Harrogate as well. And yeah, I mean, Bojan, he didn't really impact the game much. And he was a bit quieter in this game. But yeah, they didn't have long to kind of make a mark. And then obviously there were a big, there was a bit of bad news, wasn't there? Really, you know. Obviously, Radinho Balka getting injured once again. It's just, I just don't know what to say, to be honest with you, because I just think, you know, it was obviously he was trying to get back, you know, because the Harrogate forward was really pushing into, you know, the pace from that Harrogate forward. I don't know who it was, but it was. I think it looked like a hamstring injury from Balka's point of view. I don't know though, but we'll obviously see what happens. But look, it's just so annoying, isn't it? Because Balka is a very good player, and he's shown that in the glimpses he's been playing. You know, but he just can't seem to keep injury free. So hopefully it's not too serious. But he did look in a lot of pain. He was stretchered off, and yeah, I don't know if it's more serious than the hamstring, but it was a bit of a down note to the afternoon, to be honest with you, because I did mention it in previous streams or videos or whatever, that we just want to keep all our players fit, and that's always my biggest concern with pre-season. You just don't want any injuries, do you? But we have had one, but hopefully that's the only one we have. But yeah, hopefully it's not too serious. But obviously, Cameron Aisha came on, another youngster, in that period of time, 88th minute. But yeah, let's have a look. Eccleston looked absolutely brilliant in the second half. I mean, look, mate, honestly, this kid is unbelievable, you know. And that leads me on. Obviously, we did see how the game won. Now, a few players that I was really impressed with in that second half, I have to say, Eccleston was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. You know, 20 years of age, playing like he's been there for years, you know, playing in senior football for years. Obviously, playing like he was like a 25-year-old or something like that, you know. And, you know, driving the ball forward with pace as well. You know, I was really impressed, you know, doing more defensively too, good passing, looked comfortable on the ball, always wanted the ball. You know, there were a few runs that he made in that second half where he just nearly got in, didn't he? But the fact that he has the confidence as well to do that is just unbelievable. Yeah, I thought he was really good. He really impressed me, and definitely one of my standout players in that second half for us. And also, Lasse Sorensen, again, I think he was brilliant too. I really like what I've seen so far of him, to be honest with you. I think, getting down, getting involved a lot, you know, on the right-hand side, you know, getting balls in, again, he's got a really good delivery on him, hasn't he? And obviously, he looks lively in the penalty area as well, and likes to get into the penalty area. So, and he can, you know, he's got a good strike on him. So no, he got his goal, which I thought was, you know, if he would have missed from there, probably I wouldn't have been too happy. But he still had to finish it, and he did. And yeah, no, I thought it was really, really, really good from him. But yeah, Nathan Eccleston is definitely the player of the match for the second half, and I think for the first half, I have to go with. I think Miller was really good as well, so I think Miller has to have that award in the first half for me. Tom Ipen's very close, but I think So look, another good outing for the lads. I think for me, if we look at how we're playing at the moment, we're playing full of confidence, like I said. I just think I'm so impressed overall with what Duff has managed to do so far, and I think I'm just just feels exciting. The season is around the corner now. Next, obviously a few weeks to go yet still, but I just feel really excited, and I think Duff has really excited us all, and really made us look forward to the season after what obviously the season we had last. So, like I said, dominating the ball, passing was really crisp and good. Obviously, not everything was right, but yeah, fantastic tempo, like I said, and everyone wants the ball, and everyone's making runs. Everybody's looking lively. Everyone looks confident, and there's no there may have been one or two where we went back, which sometimes you have to do, to be fair. So I don't mind that, but more often than not, looking forward all the time, looking forward constantly, and being on the front foot and looking to keep calling from. So I just think this tempo of our play is just really impressive, and that's what you've got to do to unlock defenses. Play quickly and keep making those runs in behind and doing what we're doing. Using the width of the pitch too, with the wing backs. But I love the formation. I think the formation suits this squad so well. And we've got a few players in that also like the system too. So yeah, it was good to see Herbie Kane as well playing today. I thought he looked good, to be fair. Anthony Evans as well. Anthony Evans looks good, doesn't he, too? I think he got a few good balls in, looked quite dangerous when had a few chances as well, maybe to score. So yeah, he was lively too, to be honest with you. So yeah, it was good to see him for the first time. And yeah. So let's have a look at your comments. Your last two fixtures look tough. Yeah, we obviously go out to Austria now. And yeah, well, obviously, I think we go out to Austria next week, to be honest with you. But yeah, they are going to be tough. But that's what you want. You want to be tested, don't you? So yeah, it's good. Do we know why Spencer wasn't at the game? That is a good point, actually. Thank you, James, very much. I mean, I don't actually know. I didn't hear anything, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've not heard that he's got injured or anything. He's picked up anything in training, so I'm not too sure. Who knows? Hopefully, hopefully it's not an injury, but maybe he's just missed the game for personally. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not getting ahead of myself, because no one else feels that we play well in pre-season, but when the season comes around, we play different. So I'm not getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Aiden, but the thing is, I just feel like the mood, the feeling is just completely different. And yes, it's pre-season. We need to keep this going and we need to keep building. But I just think the foundations are there now to really, really, really go, really play well and really, have a lot of joy this season. I know what you're saying. I'm not getting carried away, but I just think you can't not be encouraged by what we've seen so far. Do you know what I mean? So I do get what you're saying, but I think there is reason to be optimistic and positive. And I think that the fact that we're playing like this in pre-season already, I think it really does bode well for the season, when it starts. So no, look. We will have to wait and see how we keep going. Can we keep this up? So we go to Austria. It's going to be a good training camp for the lads, and that's where really you step up even more, don't you? And yeah, training camp will do the lads well. Bonding, obviously, the new lads bonding with the new lads bonding with the obviously the current players, and yeah, I think it'll be good for him to go out to different surroundings. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. And obviously, with a few games as well that we're playing whilst we're over there too. And like Joshua said, obviously, tough tests. The last 2 games look tough. Obviously, Lecce and Hertha Berlin. So yeah, really, really good sides. So obviously, yeah, we can see how we get on there. But yeah, I mean, look, I do kind of want to go through all the players and just kind of summarize my thoughts on to finish on this game. Sorry, but George is in big up. I hope you're okay, mate. Another good display from the last of the year. I mean, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you've missed most of what I've said, but yeah, really impressive. Really impressive performance. Really happy with how it's going. Pre-season couldn't have gone any better for us at the moment. Yes, okay, there's a few things that we need to iron out. Like defensively, yeah, we looked a bit. Well, there were a few mistakes, and obviously a slip you can't really do much about, so fair enough. But the defending for the second goal was quite poor, so that's something we need to work on. But overall, I just love the way we play at the moment. Like I said, the tempo, we really look comfortable on the ball. Everybody wants the ball. People are making runs. We're just looking so good. So yeah. Well, yeah, you can catch up on what I said earlier. To be fair, if you like. Everyone had a downfall under 7 who would be known as a team that have had a downfall. Yeah, fair enough. So Lee Nichols in the first half, I think, to be fair, he didn't really have no chance on the opening. Obviously we simply wrong-footed, say by a good finish for the second as well. He stayed out for some additional kicking practice with Chris Maxwell and Jadel Chapman at half time too, so he didn't go in. I don't know if I want to go through all the team, but I suppose I could. Ollie Turton, obviously, he did seem to struggle with that guy on that side. Obviously, Duke McKenna. Looked a little unsure of himself at times in the early parts, and in the final minutes 45. Failing to block the ball into the box and Harrogate's second goal. Played the ball up the line that caused, obviously, chaos for the Harrogate defence. In the build-up to the goal that I was talking about earlier. So, yeah, good performance. Matty Pearson, obviously in the middle of the back three, as we know, obviously kind of he was a bit frustrated at times with lack of help for his centre-backs in the build-up to, obviously, Harrogate's 2 first-half goals. You could see that. Aina, like Aina, one of our youngsters, obviously in the defence there as well. Yeah, he looked composed, calm on the left of the back three. I think Harrogate's best moves were down the other side, so yeah, he did well. Now Salva Thomas started at right wing back, having last week played in central midfield. Kept finding and making plenty of space for himself, but delivery a bit of a mixed bag in terms of delivery. I think So the highlight obviously was being a promising ball off a fantastic ball from Herbie Kane. But Reece Healy just couldn't keep his header down. While several players caught on the hop as Harrogate played their way to the byline for former Terry and Matty Daly to cut back to make it 2-2. So yeah, Tomai Penda, look again, like I say, it was another chance to impress from one there. Really positive showing. Offered good, really good, kind of solidity in that midfield, and carried the ball forward as well too. Fantastic crossing from the right from Miller, obviously, as I said earlier. He looks, the more and more I'm seeing of Tomai Penda, I feel like he looks more and more like a genuine contender for minutes in the season ahead, doesn't he? I think, obviously there has been investment in that midfield area, but he's basically said, look, yeah, you brought in players in the midfield, but I want to cause a few problems too and contribute a lot in the new season. And there's competition there, guys, and that's what we've been lacking for a while, in that competition. Hoggy, obviously, I think Hog did well. Hog just does what Hog does, doesn't he? We know what he's about. And yeah, Hoggy just does what Hoggy does. What can I say about him? We know what he's about. Obviously, he just does what he does. Gets stuck in. Trying to. There were a few misplaced passes, one or two misplaced passes, but look, Hog's not going to do everything right, and that's it. So yeah, no, I thought he did well. Herbie Kane, obviously, it was his first outing for the club. Always wanting the ball, demanding the ball, but didn't always get it when he wanted it. I noticed. More mobile in and out of possession for me, and obviously spent a lot of time drifting into wide positions to support Miller rather than stay in the middle to play a tempo setter. But he sprayed the ball really nicely at times as well, and yeah, I was really, really impressed. Mikael Miller, we're asked a few players now of the first half, guys. Obviously, another one that made is I kind of said stuff about Miller, to be honest. Obviously, Miller did really well. He looked very good. And yeah, I've kind of said by someone like that before. Danny Ward, obviously, yeah, look, he did better in this game. Looked a lot sharper, both on and off the ball, which is great to see. But look, I just don't think he's a clinical striker, but he's doing his best. Reece Healy, obviously, again, Reece Healy is looking really, really good. He obviously got his goal. And yeah, he looks really energetic, making those runs, always wanting the ball too. So, yeah, Healy was outstanding for me. Let's just have a look at the comments. So that is the first half scene done. What's your England prediction? I already did it in my preview. Yeah, Joshua, thank you for that. Yeah, sorry I didn't see it. Yeah, if you can go and watch it on playback though if you wish. Obviously, that'd be much appreciated as well. And make sure you drop a like on the video too if you can. And yeah, but yeah, you can watch it back. Yeah, cheers, Wayne. Now the second half, I think Jacob Chapman could have had a little picnic in his penalty area, couldn't he? He was a virtual passenger in that second half. Didn't have anything to do really. Now, Neo Eccleston, like I said, I think he was just outstanding. Like I said, extremely nimble, able to get away from his man under pressure as well. Couple of forward runs, multiple opponents drawing from the many visiting Huddersfield Town fans as well. The ooze, that you get in the crowd there. Because they were just like, whoa, what is that? What this guy is just like, not an unknown. Maybe he's an unknown to a few, but obviously I've not seen much of him in the B team and the young kind of the under 18s. But I've seen bits of him, but not much. But yeah, I think we're all pretty much surprised of how well he actually did. I think he got back really well in injury time to cut out a promising Harrogate ball into the box and stop a potential equaliser. Really, really strong outing from him. Radinho Balca, look, he looked really good to those 2 years. Solid, really solid. But like I said, got injured, and unfortunately, that's where the cookie crumbles with him. It seems to me like he's been so unlucky with injuries, and I'm getting distracted because people seem to think they can anyway. Can probably hear people in the background that are outside, but anyway, it's so annoying when it happens. Anyway, Josh Ruffles, I think Josh Ruffles looked a bit. He was a lot more quieter. Didn't really notice much of him, but he was always available for He was always making himself available, but yeah, I don't think he did that much in the game. I can't remember. Sorensen, like I said, looked outstanding, and I think he looks. He will really be a big player for us, to get those balls into the penalty area, and even then, when he's in the penalty area as well, it looks like he can score, like he proved today, and he's had numerous chances in the other matches as well. So no, I think he's a fantastic signing. Anthony Evans, another debutant for Town. And I thought he did well. I thought he did really well, guys. I thought he looked good. He was causing a lot of problems down that side. And, you know, in the penalty area as well, I had a few chances. And he looked lively. He looked really exciting. Like I said, guys, let me know your thoughts on the game. Kasumu, again, I think the Kasumu is brilliant too. I thought he was really good. And I think he always tries to drive the ball forward. Kind of did help along with a few decent attacks. So yeah, I thought he was good. Ben Wiles, look, Ben Wiles is really, really impressing me, guys, as well. I think for me, the fact that he got the captain's armband, yeah, just shows that Duff has been really impressed with not only his ability, but also his leadership. And this is what I said earlier. And I thought he looked really, really good again. He looks a lot fitter. Like, he looks so fit now. He looks like, you know, when he comes on, he makes a massive impact. And you know, like I said, for the assist that he got, he could have easily shot. He could have easily had a shot, but no, he didn't. You know, he played it across. Very, very. That's what a team does. You know, he saw that Sorensen was in acres of space. He thought, you know what, let's lay it off to him, and that is good. Yeah, that is really good. And I just think his overall game was really good. But yeah, right. Anyway, like I say, he was everywhere and always trying to get things moving. Just really, really good. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that he looks a different player for us. And I think, you know what? I think he will be a big player for us this season too. Jaheim Headley made his return to one of his former clubs. That he went on loan to, of course. Good start to get onto the Valtra ball and burst into the box before teeing up Koroma. But yeah, it looked lively, it looked really good. Keane Harrogate, you know, obviously first time he's played. Showed a bit of good strength as well, you know, back to goal. Build up to help the side, obviously, to restore their lead. So he did well when he was on. So he didn't play as many minutes as he came off in the 76th minute. Josh Koroma, the final player, all the right positions and good work rate, but just couldn't find the finish, could he? That's the only thing. You know, and yeah, no, but it looked lively. Now, yeah, there was a decision the referee made. It looked like when Koroma was going forward, it looked like he got fouled in the penalty area. But the referee gave a free kick, so I'm not sure why. But yeah, it wasn't really Josh Koroma's day, unfortunately. It just wasn't his day. He did have numerous opportunities, but he just couldn't finish. And yeah, this wasn't to be for him today. But yeah, no, guys, I think I've kind of summed up how I feel about the game. Like I said, obviously the team go out to Austria, and that's where the training camp happens. And like I said, we've got a few games over there too. But yeah, no, so far so good. Really impressive, really exciting, and I think the pre-season's gone really perfectly, and I'm really impressed with everything at the moment. So I think that's all I've got to say really about it all. But let's hope we can keep it up, and let's hope we can keep building. And you know, will there be any more signings coming through in the next week or so? We'll find out. It's been a bit quiet at the moment, but we obviously do need another striker. It would be nice to get a new one in the next week or so. And then, yeah. But guys, I do want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. Like I say, if you are watching this on playback, let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments as well. You can, I know people can't always watch it live, so yeah, if you're watching it, and like I say, drop a like, everybody, if you haven't already. And subscribe if you haven't already too, because like I say, we are trying to keep building and keep growing the channel as much as we can. But yeah, really good day out for the club, and we are continuing our winning streak in pre-season. But yeah, thanks all for listening. But things to things to look out for, things that are coming up for content. Obviously, we'll be doing England. Obviously, we know it's the Euros fans, so we'll be doing a review. Not sure when that will be, to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to say tomorrow night because, like I say, it's. I think it may. If we lose, it might take a bit of time to kind of evaluate things. If we win, it'll still be very emotional too. So I think we may do that on Monday. The review kind of type situation. We won't do it straight after. And then obviously there'll be shows into next week. Obviously the Huddersfield Town latest news show as well, which will be back next week. We'll recap a few things. Hopefully a bit more news coming through as well that we can cover. But yeah, that'll be coming up, and yeah, let's just see what else we can get out there as well on the channel. So just stay tuned for future content. Great stream, big up. Hope you have a great rest of the evening coming to England. Yeah, big up to you, Joshua. Thanks for tuning in. How are you feeling the day before the US final? Personally, it doesn't feel like the finals tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm quite nervous. Obviously, I know I'll be nervous tomorrow, but no, we know how big of a moment this is for our country, and we want to win this game so badly. Though we want to see our nations, win a trophy. That would just be the feeling that would give would be. I just don't know how it would feel. Like, it'll be so many emotions all in one. It'll just feel incredible. But yeah, guys. It's weird that the kickoff time is 8 p.m. UK. What do you mean it's weird? It's most of the games at the night have been 8 o'clock, haven't they? But yeah, anyway, like I said, we will obviously talk about England in the next streams. Are you expecting it to 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock? No, usually I think the finals are usually in the evening, aren't they? Usually. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed the show. I hope you have enjoyed the show. And yeah, so have a good rest of the evening. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Hopefully we do bring the trophy home, guys. But yeah, enjoy the game tomorrow, and we'll be back very, very soon on this channel for another live stream, of course. But yeah, big up to everyone for supporting the channel, and yeah, I will see you all very, very soon. Good night, and as always, up the town. And I'm really excited to be singing Michael Does Barney Arnie for a lot of times throughout the season as well. So yeah, let's see how we keep building on the recent performances, and into Austria obviously next week as well. So yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon, and goodbye.